welcome back to Nadia's studio. It's been a hot minute since I last posted one of my speed paints, and here I have already done the sketch and the inking, so we're diving right into it with the paints. I had this one on the back burner for quite a while because I was wrapping up school and was getting really burnt out, so very slowly over the course of winter break I was able to finish it, and it was uh, really nice to get back into it. And I took my time, I took it slow, and I really was happy with most of the decisions I made, which is a rarity. Um, I don't know if I laid off the pressure about it. I remember this was one I really wanted to turn out well, and then I wonder if just having that time, that distance from it, made me more relaxed, and I really liked how the colors came together. I definitely wanted it to have that warmth, that kind of something of a what's that kind of aesthetic? Academia a bit, sort of a little Nancy Drew, a little library feel. It gave her a bit of an old-fashioned top, and kind of wanted books definitely there and a cute little lamp. But today I felt it was more relatable to have a laptop rather than a typewriter, so did keep that into it. But the main feature of this is the thought bubble. For this was a second idea for the author planner, which was more imaginative but had a lot more elements into it rather than just the author and her space. So this is actually kind of less her being the focal point, but more the overall idea of a story and creating. And this is titled Author's Journey, and this kind of her and her space and how authors kind of go through their journey. It's all kind of in the mind, right? So, and I thought I was going to have more color into the thought bubble, but I like that I stayed with this kind of just keeping it fluffy and separate from her living area, the real world, and it mostly stays pretty yellow and kind of gold. At the top, I did end up adding some blue effects to it for the final cover because when I uploaded it, it kind of had a bit of a gray tint at the top, so I tried to balance that out by adding a little elements to distract from that mistake. Here we get into the thought bubble, and I was kind of leaving it off for a while, and so when I finally did think I'll just kind of lay out some shadows in the kind of very bold yellow, almost kind of hoping it was going to look gold. I liked it, so I kept it that way. And I will say, when I initially was sketching this out, I kind of knew I had this idea in my head. I had like translating from the physical space into kind of the thoughts of the author. But the elements to include were tricky because anything I thought of seemed, okay, well, that's niching it too much. And I never really found an out from that. I tried to look for some inspiration, and most of them either go almost just like naturey, which just kind of like magic off of the pages and into, I guess, a world, which I could have gone, but I didn't quite want that. And the other option they seemed to lean toward was just classic fairy tale elements. So you get, okay, it's about the story, but just mash a bunch of them together because those are kind of the stories we all draw upon in some way or other, even, if you're doing crime thriller, whatever it may be. So I did decide to do that, even though it's a bit of a cop-out. I don't think I fully achieved being genre neutral. And I have had some people point that out. They think either it looks too romancy or too childlike. And so that's fine. I have another cover that is very neutral, no indication of a genre. So that's kind of was the compromise. I definitely wanted to include this one. I'm loving her red hair. I love that I was able to pull this kind of red that I wanted, a warm red. Sometimes I struggle and it ends up too cool or too orange. So I really liked, I was just very happy with the colors overall. And that green, I love it. Green and red, just like Ariel, always a good choice. I do apologize for the awful lighting throughout the video. Unfortunately, whenever I did have energy for painting, it was always by the evening, so the lighting's not great, but in a way I think it gives a bit of more warmth, so, you know, take it for what it's worth. And so, yeah, this is an author planner for writing projects, and I took a lot of time with the interior pages as well. I unfortunately don't show them here in this video, but I will have this available on Amazon, and you can see all my other planners that I have up on there, as well as my coloring book for my picture book that I worked on along with Carissa Bates. So yeah, that's the end of that. Thanks for watching.